All right, in this video, I'm going to just review using the selection tools with you. So your selection tools include your marquee, which if you hold down also has the elliptical marquee. You have your lasso tools, which include your lasso, polygonal lasso, and magnetic. And then you also have your quick selection and magic wand tool. So in class the other day, I did go over a little bit about like maybe why you would use certain selection tools over others. First, the selection tool selects an area. The selection tool will select an area. With that area, you can actually copy and paste it. You can adjust the colors to it, or even the value of that area. It's just a selection that you're working with. In this video, I'm just going to go over selecting an area and changing or adjusting the color of that area. So I'm going to deselect this square. In order to deselect this square, on a PC you would do Control D. On a Mac you would do Command D. I'm not sure if I really would use the marquee tool on this picture to select an area because nothing in this area is really square. You know, I could highlight parts of the image and then go to my adjustments and change it, but it would be silly to just change a part of my picture like this, right? It doesn't really make any sense. When we talked in school, I had said, you know, if you wanted to change this one area of the building, this triangular part of the Freedom Tower, you know, that tool probably would not work because the area is not square. So it's kind of a limited tool to work with. Some of you had suggested using like one of the magnetic tools, and some also suggested using the magic wand tool. I'm going to skip over the magnetic lasso and polygonal and just go quickly into quick selection and magic wand. So quick selection will allow you to I guess roll over an area, and it actually does select very nicely. Like I just clicked on that one part of that building and it selected that one area very nicely. However, it may not work as well with other objects. So for instance, right now it's picking up part of the top of the Freedom Tower, and as I slowly go down the Freedom Tower, it's starting to pick up areas of the Freedom Tower that I really don't want to pick up. The Magic Wand tool works very similarly. You can change the tolerance of that tool. So right now it's on 10. I can put it, the less tolerance, the less like colors it will pick up. The more the tolerance, the more like colors it will pick up. So right now it's on 10, so if I go to click on part of that Freedom Tower, you can see that it is selecting just that area, where if I were going to now put it on 20 and select that same area, you can see it's picking up more. If you wanted to add to your selection, you could hold the shift key down and a little plus sign pops up and you can continue to add to your selection. So this is actually a pretty good tool to use. However, I'm going to Control D or Command D just to deselect to show you your lasso tools. So your lasso tool it's almost like a free draw. I don't really use this tool that often, but if you wanted to freely select an area, that tool works nicely. The magnetic tool actually, as you roll over the area, it almost like magnetically attaches itself to like colors, right? So that also might be a good tool to work with to select an area. Maybe not as accurate, right? But the one tool that I went over with you that I thought probably would work the best would be the polygonal lasso tool. because it is a lasso that creates a very straight linear line. So wherever you start, you click and creates a um, a line segment, right? And then wherever you want to change the direction of that line segment at a point, you just click again. So I'm going to click up here on the Freedom Tower to then create another line segment across. And I feel like this is a little bit more accurate because you have more control over that line. And then wherever you start, you must end, and you can see that it creates that little circle at the bottom to connect that area. And now I can go and use my adjustment tools. If my adjustment tools are not open, I can always go to Window to find my adjustments, and I can go ahead and change the value, the color, whatever it is that I would like to change about that space, right? Now, if I wanted to reselect this area, on a PC, you would hold the Control key down. On a Mac, you would hold the Command key down and place your mouse on top of the thumbnail picture of your layer bar, of that masked area, I should say. So you can see when I place my hand over the thumbnail picture, a little marquee pops up. So if I hit Command or Control and then click on that thumbnail, it will reselect that area, which then I can go into and change further if I wanted to change the color of it and so forth. All right. So that's how you would use your selection tools. So please use this video as reference if ever needed.